Hello and welcome to today's video. So we have to give respect where respect is due, and CarX blew it out the park. +1, Fortash approved, GG to the devs, absolutely amazing. And this is why. A lot of us probably played CarX Drift Racing before coming to CarX Street, which I did a lot on PlayStation, just on controller. And then I got my PC, I got my wheel, and I got my hand controller. So I bought CarX again on PC because my wheel isn't PlayStation compatible and plugs everything in. Everything's good to go. But then, just watch this shot. CarX. Why does my hand controller get picked up and work in CarX Drift Racing, but in CarX Street it's not here? Even if we click on the Fanatec wheel, click on accelerator, hold the button, nothing. Well, you don't like disabled people anymore? Back to AC then, I guess. So my hand controller doesn't work on CarX Street, but it worked on CarX Drift Racing. And within literally 2 weeks, I think it was, of me making that shot, update 1.0.7 dropped. And right at the very bottom, new steering wheels, pedals, and brakes are now supported. Bensky sent me a screenshot of this. It's like, you've got to go try your hand controller and see if it works. Plugged it in, straight into the options, immediately, there it is, 3D wrap hand controller. Everything worked fine. Mad respect. Like, they must have seen that shot, and within 1 or 2 weeks, it's already added. Like, that's a crazy turnaround. And I did plan on making some CarX videos, but not being able to use the hand controller and the wheel together, like, kinda made me lose interest. But now, let's go. So my original plan was to get a nice car, just cruise around. I feel like doing races and stuff is more of a single player type thing. Making content and making CarX content, people want to see like old school CarX drifting, catching doors, doing sick tandems and trains, and just the normal CarX stuff. But this is CarX Street, and you've got to appreciate these graphics. For an arcade racing game, it does look really good. And it's like, what, half the price, a third of the price of Forza? And for me, this is better. I much more enjoy this. But I'd been driving this car for a while, and while I was recording this, I was like, I need a new car and I need some cash. So I'll go do some races, and this will give me a chance to test the force feedback and feel the game now from the wheel rather than playing with the controller. So that's what I did. And for an arcade game, I must say, it was pretty good. It's really easy, but that doesn't mean it's not fun. So Bensky had said to me, because he was playing on his wheel, same wheel that I have, that he'd won every single race that he'd entered. Whereas when I was playing on a controller, I wasn't winning every race. I would lose a couple. You know, but eventually we just retry and retry and retry, and then eventually we get it. But there was definitely a few races that was a little bit tougher, and I feel like it was because I was missing the force feedback from the wheel. I didn't have that extra bit of input from the car to know exactly what it was trying to do. But since playing on the wheel, the only time I lost a race is if I crash into a wall or get stuck on some vehicle. But all in all, I must say, it's pretty fun, and it looks really good. So we grinded for a little bit, did some boss races, did some elite races, or whatever they're called. And got enough money to buy, drum roll, this S13. I think I bought a couple of performance parts, but mostly it was just body kit, paint, wheels. I didn't have any money left whatsoever. So now, let's take it for a little drive and just appreciate how good CarX looks. But this isn't the end, just wait. So after cruising for a little bit and seeing all these twisty bendy roads, it's like I should probably try drifting. But keep in mind, I'm on a completely stock setup. I did a little bit of drifting in the Supra that I got at the beginning. I think because I bought like the Ultimate Edition, I get some free cars. And one of them was this Supra. And it wasn't bad. I completed probably over 10 drift events. And a lot of them was, you know, within the first few attempts. But it wasn't perfect. And this was on controller. This is my first time drifting on the wheel. And what I come to realize afterwards as well, normally I have a separate tune on the wheel itself, you know, because you can have like 5 presets. I have more degrees added onto my drift preset and less force feedback. And I forgot to switch. So I'm using my racing preset, which has less degrees and a stronger force feedback. But I actually turned the feedback up even more because I felt like it was a little bit dead when it come to drifting. But as you can see, like I was doing it, but it wasn't great. And after a while I was like, when I'm drifting in AC, I don't drift in third person. For me it's near impossible. You don't have any feel for the car when you're looking at it in third person. Nowadays I drift in VR, but it's like we don't have VR support. CarX, next update please. And I really don't think drifting from inside the car is good unless I'm in VR. So I thought I'd give this hood view a try. And you know what? It was actually a lot easier. As you can probably tell, it's still not perfect, but it was definitely easier for me because this is more what I'm used to. And then after a few attempts, I was like, do you know what? I just need to go and bang some camber on the front, see what I can tune at the tuner shop. So that's what I did. I only had enough money for the racing parts, like this is literally all I could afford. But I was able to put a few degrees of camber on the front, headed straight back to the mountain and tried again. And you can see as well, it's starting to get dark. I'd spent like 5 hours in game trying to drift down this hill. We had a few attempts in third person, because I think for the purpose of the video and visually it looks really good. And then afterwards we switched to the hood view and it makes all the difference. think we'll call it there, boys. For my first time driving CarX Street with the hand controller and on the wheel, the car's got zero setup, the wheels on the wrong settings, I don't think I did too bad. The video was kind of random. I just wanted to give a shout out to the CarX devs for adding the possibility for me to use my hand controller in such a short period of time as well. So good, mad respect. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Thanks for watching.